Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeff is back with another video. All right, y'all. It is Vlogmas day 15. So we over the hump, y'all. We got, what, about 10, 11 more days to go. I'm still getting fancy, y'all. Got my chef jacket on. I'm still getting fancy. Today we doing tomatoes Florentine. That sounds very fancy. It is, but it's very simple. Florentine, all Florentine mean. Anytime you hear Florentine, it means it has spinach in it. It has spinach somewhere on it. It's on a bed of spinach, but traditionally it's spinach inside it, stuffed inside it. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, and also Florentine, the spinach is also in like a cream base. Mornay is a fancy word for a thick cream sauce. That's all it is. A thick, I would say a thick bechamel that has cheese in it. That's all a Mornay is. But I'm gonna put a little twist on it, not much. I'm gonna saute spinach. I'm gonna stuff this Roma tomato right here. I'm gonna blanch it. We're gonna peel it. We're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna stuff it with cream spinach. Top it with a little parmesean, bake it in the oven about 5-6 minutes. It's absolutely amazing. It'll amaze your family and friends for Christmas, but it's very simple to do and very easy. The first thing I need to do, y'all, I should have had my skillet on already. I'm gonna saute this spinach off. It's all washed and clean. And this is baby spinach. Have a little stems on it, but that doesn't matter. Try to find in the store the bag that say baby spinach. It's a better quality spinach. It's more tender. And the stems are, you don't have to really take off because they're so small and edible. So that's what you want. I got some shallots. Y'all know about my shallots. It's like a sweeter onion. It's not as pungent as onions. And I like to use shallots when I'm doing spinach. And a little garlic. And that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do, got my skillet heating up over here. We're gonna put a little shallots in there. Trying to get them going. I guess I should have had this thing already going here. You can put as many or less shallots as you want, y'all. Like I said, the first thing I need to do, I need to get this spinach done, creamed up, and set aside, and then we'll work on the tomatoes. I want the spinach to be pretty much not hot. I mean, not cold, but you know, pretty much room temperature. So we're gonna get these shallots going here. Kind of saute it up a little, not a lot, because you know when I throw the spinach in there, it's gonna cook more with the spinach in there. Okay, I'll put a little garlic in there. Put as much as less if you don't like garlic. You know, I don't eat a lot of garlic. I'll use it in certain things. But I think it takes this dish to the next level. Just kind of saute it up there so the shallots get a little translucent. Now we're gonna put our spinach in here. And this looks like a lot of spinach, y'all. If you ever cook spinach, you know, it's going to disintegrate down to maybe 1 cup of spinach when I'm finished cooking this. Kind of move it around there. And y'all know how I feel about spinach. It's one of my favorite vegetables. I absolutely love spinach. Like I told y'all, I think I did a video earlier before with my souffle, spinach souffle. I told y'all how much I love spinach. I can take spinach like this with some shallots and garlic, a little salt and pepper, and just eat this. Nothing else. I love it. Absolutely. I think it's next to corn. Give me some spinach, and I'm good with it. I don't order spinach out a lot because they don't cook it properly. A lot of people don't know how to cook spinach. It's not seasoned. It's not properly. And very seldom when I go out to restaurant, I will not order spinach because it's not going to be cooked correctly. Unless I'm in fine dining, like somewhere like Raiders, like Joe Robertson restaurant, and I told y'all about it in MGM Grand. That's one of the best restaurants. It is the best fine dining restaurant in Vegas. There's no comparison, but it's one of the best restaurants I've ever eaten from. But the average check, like I told y'all, it's about $500 for a person. But you get what you pay for. It's best food, best dining experience I ever experienced in Las Vegas. Okay, y'all, we got this kind of sauteed up. Now normally I would, if it was regular spinach, I'd have to chop it up. And you see how that's disintegrated down to pretty much like maybe a cup and a half of spinach. Now what I'm gonna do now, y'all, spread it out like that. We're gonna turn this into cream spinach. All I'm gonna do, y'all, is take some heavy cream here. I don't want to put too much, but I want it to be actually creamy. I don't want it to be loose. I want to add a little cream at a time. This is how we're going to get our cream spinach. But classical tomatoes Florentine or anything Florentine is a Mornay sauce. The Mornay sauce, all it is a bechamel, which is one of them 5 mother sauces. And it has usually Gruyere cheese in it or some kind of pungent cheese like Swiss cheese in it. But this I'm not going to put. I'm going to put a little parmesean in this one to kind of make it stand out and kind of thicken. The cheese going to have to thicken up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put I'm not going to use fresh. I'm going to use what I call the ghetto parmesean, the one in the green can. Because I'm going to use it twice. I'm going to use it here once, and then I'm going to use it again for the topping. And you can see how that's thickening up that cream spinach. That's what you want it to do. You don't want it too thick, but you definitely don't want it thin. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on here. Just a little, because I don't put salt and pepper. You see, I don't put no salt and pepper till after I put the Parmesan cheese. Because, you know, cheese is salty. And I've pretty much done this enough. I know that's enough salt and pepper. So you see how that's cooking down? That's what you want, y'all. That's what you want there. Now after it's out, I might chop it up a little. After it's cooled down a little, I might give it a little chop so it'll fit in the tomato. I'm gonna show you the process after this. The tomato, we're gonna cook that down. But the thing is, y'all, about spinach, you have to really cook it. Because you already know spinach has a lot of liquid in it. A lot. You see how much water is coming out of this spinach? So what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to step off here, let this cook down. It's going to have to cook down about 5 more minutes. I'm going to come back. We're going to take this off, and I'm going to show you how you can make your tomatoes flawlessly edible with the whole tomato, and how to take the skin off it so easily and cook them where it's going to be absolutely amazing. So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Y'all see how that's cooked down a lot? That's what we want right there. So I'm going to take this off. We're going to pour it over here in the bowl here. And we're just going to let it cool. See that? That's what you want. Not a lot of water in there. Make sure you get all that good. Look at that there. I'm going to kind of let that sit there to the side here. Now we're going to work on something else here. Let me put this to the side over here. Now, y'all see the tomatoes here. I'm going to show y'all fancy way of serving tomatoes for this. So we're going to stuff the spinach in the tomato. And I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do this. Very simple, very easy. This is a Roma tomato. This is what I use to stuff spinach. So what I do, I want to remove this here, bottom part. And after I move that, I'm going to cut this part off. Matter of fact, let me go back. I would do that. I'm going to make it easy for y'all. I'm going to take this part out with the knife, just like this. Pop that out. And I'm going to score it on top here, just like that. Put it in the bowl here. And later on, in a few minutes here, I'm going to, we're going to put it in hot water for just to make a minute, not even more than a minute. And we're going to let it get hot until the skin part of this is going to start peeling back. We're going to put it in the ice bath, meaning it's ice water and ice. And we're going to cool it down right away. We don't want the tomato to cook at all. All we want to do is take the skin off of it. So either you can eat the whole tomato. And then See how I'm putting a score, just scoring the top of that? That's what you want to do. Just make a little X in front of the tomato. And also, you want a firm tomato. When you're picking your Roma tomatoes in the store, make sure you take the firmest tomato that you can find. You don't want a soft tomato because it's going to ruin what you're trying to achieve here. This one here. Very simple. Just take your time with this. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this bowl here, come back in this bowl, and I'm going to put ice in here with water. I'm going to get my water heating up, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you how to blanch these things. We'll be right back. Y'all, we back. I'm over here putting water in the bowl, y'all. Ice back. Okay, y'all see this hot water right here. All I'm going to do, I'm going to stick these tomatoes right here in this hot water. See how many I'll get in here at a time. And you don't want them in there no longer than a minute, y'all. No longer than a minute. You just want to get a blanch till that skin starts separating. You don't want to boil them, nothing like that. That hot water is going to make the skin come apart. And as soon as you take them out of the water, you're going to put them in the ice bath so they can stop the cooking process. They don't take about a minute, couple of minutes or whatever, depending on how many you put in there. One more minute here. Not even a minute, y'all. And you'll see how the skin start coming from the tomato. You can see that. And I just put it right in the, that's one way to check it. Just kind of take it up. You'll see how the skin's peeling back like that. And then you know it's ready to take out. That's how I kind of test it. So for now, got 2 more to put in there, y'all. 2 more. And that's that. We put them in the ice bath here. Get them cool there. Move them around in there. And when you put in the ice bath, another sign that you know you blanched them good, they'll already start kind of peeling away from the tomato. You definitely want to chill them down. You don't want to cook them no longer than, you don't want them to be mushy. And the reason I put that the little slit in the front is to make them easy to peel. It gives it a starting point for you. You don't have to put the slit, but you do that to make it easier to peel. Give you a starting point where to test it at. This one here got a little bit more, and we're gonna move over here in a second. And I'm gonna show y'all. There we go. All right, now we're over here in the ice bath, and then we'll show y'all this. Got them in the ice water right here. What I'll do, you can see how easy the skin come out there. See that? That's what the water does. See how the skin just come right off. See that? And I just put it over here in the bowl. We're going to peel all these right quick. I think this one I just took off. Get them all peeled off here. See that? How they just come right off of there. And I do this, I mean, you don't have to do this, but it gives a better eating experience and a better presentation, y'all, when you do your tomato. And I'll show you, you'll see the end result why I did the peeling them, because it eats better. You don't want to eat the skin of the tomato when you got them stuffed with spinach. And it just peel right off. But like I say, you do not want to leave them in the water too long. Everybody's done this, especially in the restaurant industry. This is a big thing we do. Everybody's done this, what I'm about to tell you. You know, when you're in the kitchen, you're multitasking. You're doing a lot of things at one time. And everybody has put in, because you usually do 100, maybe 200 tomatoes at a time. You ain't doing just 3 or 4. And you have a big, of course, you have a big pot when you're doing this. And I know everybody done this. Put them all in the pot, got the water boiling, you got the water bath. You walk off, start talking, doing something else. You come back, you got tomato soup. You done boiled the tomatoes and forgotten. They've been boiling for 30, 40 minutes and you got tomato soup. It's happened to me. As a matter of fact, it happened to me a couple of times when I was a younger chef. And it's so frustrating because you got to go back, hoping you got more tomatoes, hoping your boss didn't see it, and you got to score every tomato again, take the bottom out again, and do all that work over again, just by not standing by there paying attention. So just stand by the stove, don't walk off, and you'll have tomato soup, and nothing you can do with it. You cannot use it for what I'm about to do. So, just letting y'all know, it's happened to the best of them. You learn by trial and error. Believe me, I learned a lot of stuff in the kitchen by trial and error, what not to do, what'll happen if you do this, what'll happen if you do that. Okay, we got them all peeled. Now what I'm gonna do, the next step here. Oh, we really fit to get fancy here, y'all. We take this tomato, I wanna barely cut the end off the top, barely cut the end off the bottom. That way I got a flat tomato. And I'm gonna cut it right in half, y'all. Just like that. And the tomato gonna sit like this. And I'm gonna show y'all later how to score this out. I used to have a little tool for many years. I used to do these so many times at work. I had a little tool that had teeth on it and could grip the inside of the tomato out. So this is what you wanna do. That way, the reason I'm doing the little tip on there, it gives the tomato a smooth bottom to sit on. That's why I'm cutting both sides of the tomato. Then you cut it in the middle. See, you got a bottom for the tomato to sit on. Do it again. See? I'm told y'all we're gonna get fancy for Christmas, and it's very simple. It looks really, once the finished product, people gonna think you worked all day on them. So all you're doing a little extra step. That's all you're doing. And the thing, when you cut the tomato on the bottom, you just want to cut just a little. You don't want to cut all the way through the tomato. Just cut it in half. See what you got right there? Look at that. Now, the next step. Now, like I said, I used to have a tool for this. But what I have to do now, I have to get a spoon. That's where you got to be very careful, y'all. Get a spoon here and go like this. And we want to scoop this out. We want to scoop that filling out. Easy as possible, just like that. So you want to have a place for your spinach to go. I'm going to do a couple of more and then I'm going to step out and finish them up. Just go with your spoon, go and cut into that little grip there. And then go down till you hear it kind of pop up. And be careful, don't try to rush it because you'll bust all the way through the tomato. And you don't want to do that. Just scrape it out, just like that. See that? And try to get all them seeds out if you can. I'll show you another one here. Like them 4 grips on there, you go that grip there, get that grip, that grip. Like I say, y'all, I used to have a little tool, it was very small, and it had teeth on it, and it would grip and pull this whole tomato out. For years I don't know what I did with it. That would grip that at the bottom. It wouldn't be so difficult to try to cut that bottom. But that's what you want. So I'm going to step off, y'all, and finish these up. And I'm going to come back. And we're going to finish these tomatoes Florentine. Very simple. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Okay, I got them all cleaned out here. Now, remember the spinach that I had? Let it kind of, it's not really cold. It's just room temperature. See how thick and nice and creamy it is? So what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm just going to, well, in fact, I'm going to take a spoon, do it the right way. Like I'm supposed to do it. We're going to take a spoon here, trying to go so hairy on this. You need to take it easy. I'm going to do a few of these, then I'm going to step off and finish them up. You want to put them right in the middle of the tomato here. Just like that. Nice and pretty as you can get it. Because you got your red and green, just like Christmas colors, right? Red and green. That's a big one right there. See if we're going to have enough spinach to fill them all up, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think here? We're going to see here. Might not. Probably won't. Okay, if I can stretch it here. Stretch it here. And some of them ain't gonna have no spinach in it. That's okay. I'll just bake the other ones with no spinach. Bake the other one with no spinach in it. A little bit right there. Okay, one of them didn't have no spinach. That's okay. Okay, now you want to get as much of all the spinach inside the cap as you can. It's like this. I'm going to take some of this out of here. Put it right here, y'all, because I don't want it to be over full. And the reason I say that, because we're going to come back with our little Parmesan I told you can have out the can. And you're going to put Parmesan cheese on top. And I got a fly in my kitchen, y'all. I don't know why. It's winter time, but it's going to be 82 degrees here in December. Can y'all believe that? It's crazy. Okay. We're going to put a little Parmesan on there like that. And we'll put some on here. This is going to be just a Parmesan tomato right there, y'all. Can't go wrong with that. So there we go. And then we're going to bake these maybe about 15-20 minutes in the oven. You don't want to bake them too long, but you definitely want to bake them enough to cook the tomato, because you remember the tomato's still raw. So we're going to put them in the oven about 15-20 minutes, 350 degrees. We'll come back and we will try these out. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. See the tomatoes here. Hold on, y'all. Somebody always
we start the video.
I'm not going to cancel, make somebody YouTube famous here. Y'all. Like I say, y'all, I'm back here and the tomatoes fresh out the oven. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step off, get them plated up, but you see how soft they are? You don't want them to get too soft. This one split on me because I cut it too far in the bottom. That's what happens. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step off, plate them up, make that famous YouTube thumbnail, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna taste them and see how perfect they are. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. I got them on the plate here. You can see how the cheese, that's what you want, y'all. You want the cheese to brown off, the tomatoes are soft. I know how good these is, so I'm gonna take one of them here. And this is a good side dish. You can eat it like this, or it goes good with steak, chicken, or whatever. The tomato here is not mushy. Still got a little firmness to it. No proper way to eat there. It's amazing because the spinach is properly seasoned. It's cooked. Wow. You got the Parmesan cheese. A little saltiness from the Parmesan cheese. Look at that, y'all. Nice fancy vegetable. Tomato. Even though tomato is literally a fruit and not a vegetable, but that's a thing for another day. But absolutely amazing. So try this recipe, y'all. Vlogmas day 15. So let's close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2022, helping others with a purpose. Old School Soul Food. Till next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day. And I will see y'all in the next video. Vlogmas day 15, done. Bye.